on to their children and think about their future. And I think that's moved some of them to take a more expansive view. But the reality is there are very powerful interests that like the status quo the way it is, that make a lot of money off selling oil, gas, and coal, and they're doing everything they can to slow down this process. So that's understandable. That's human nature. Go for the short term, but the kids are thinking about the long term, and I think they're starting to move some of the leaders.
Yeah, when you think about it, how frustrating is it for people like you to have countries like India and China say, hey, we need fossil fuels like coal for growth and national wealth, while those fuels have put and continue to put the planet in such peril. I mean, everyone wants growth and prosperity, but at what cost is the question. What's the answer to those countries who say, hey, we need this?
Well, it's understandable they want to develop their economies, and they should. The good news is that the price of the alternatives to coal and oil and gas have plummeted since Paris was negotiated 6 years ago, coming down 90% for solar photovoltaics, LED light bulbs, hybrid vehicles, etc. So it's an amazing time for the clean solutions, and meanwhile, the impacts of climate change are mounting and are getting very expensive. So if you do the climate balance sheet the right way, it's much cheaper to grow your economy in a clean way than the dirty way that the industrialized countries did a century ago.
Yeah, and as we discussed here yesterday, this all comes back to talk versus action, self-interest versus what's required to save the planet. And when you think about global greenhouse emissions rebounding,